Because I'm
Okay,
thinking
so
like Harry
prophecy,
Potter prophecies here, you know,
yeah.
like
So it was kind of like, it was kind of like affirmations from God. So like,
like
you
you are
know, they would say
kind, you are
something,
smart,
they
you
would,
are beautiful.
yeah, but they would say it in the voice of God. So, you know,
You are
sometimes it
kind,
was
you
all,
are smart, you are
yeah,
beautiful. Got
God
it.
wants you to know. It was like your psychic, you know,
Right.
it's kind of
Yeah.
relaying a phone
Totally.
call message,
Totally.
you know?
Yep.
And so it was similar vibes in the sense that like it was meaningful in that way if you
Okay.
believed it,
Okay.
you know? And sometimes it felt
Personal.
psychic, you know, to
Yeah.
where it was like specific to you.
Well,
And
because
it's
you
like,
said,
how would,
yeah, you buy something
well,
because,
sometimes there is that. Yeah. Um, I don't think there's much of the suspicion there.
okay,
It was meaningful because it was that personal.
personal. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Um, but
Because
again,
you were reading
from
into it in a moment where you were like, I needed to hear that, and like it
right.
validated your own, like kind of gave
Yeah.
you permission.
It was usually encouraging.
Yeah.
It might have been like you know, calling out who you are
Mm-hmm.
in a good way, like this is who you were meant to be, and
Mm.
you know, it would encourage you to continue, you know, walking,
The path that,
you
yeah,
know,
like
the path you're in, and like
so it's like a
cause you
Christian
to,
fortune cookie.
yeah, kind of,
Yeah,
um,
super nice.
yeah, and like I said, it was kind of psychic. Like there were things people would say that were like, how did they know that about me? You know?
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was
So it was
a
never
shitty
nice when John
prophecy. Yeah.
prophesied. it was it was at least over me.
Yeah.
You know, once I became an adult, it was just like anything he would say to me was basically like, you're still a child, you need to grow up.
Yeah. He was just like,
So one time he was like, you know, I feel God has given me the permission to prophesy over anyone who wants to be prophesied over. And so I was like,
you were
okay.
like,
And everybody kind of yeah, like, because prophecy is a good thing, right?
right,
You know?
love it, ready.
And so everybody
You
lines up.
waddle up there.
Yeah, it's my turn. You know, it adds like hours to the meeting.
Oh my God.
And I'm not even joking. And so I got up there. He's like praying over me, you know, like speaking in tongues, which is another thing we did, you know, and then he got quiet and then he just kind of sat there and I'm like, Key, like
Are
I
his
thought this
hands
was the,
on you? Like what, how does
yeah, usually he would lay, you
lay
know,
hands?
that's another thing, laying on of hands,
Yeah,
you know, touching the person while you pray for them is
sure.
like, you know, I don't know, some way of like transferring the
Energy, like
spirit of God. I
whatever.
don't know what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. um, uh, and after like 5 minutes or so,
Which
he
is
kind of
just like
stands
that's a
up.
long time.
Yeah, it was, especially after, you know,
Hours of
him just like saying
prophesying.
something, boom, boom, boom.
He
Yeah.
gets to you and he's like,
Uh, yeah.
okay. And
And
you're
so
just like, are you
he looks at,
sweating? Like, what are you doing? Like, I'd like, you're
yeah,
just like, shit.
he looks at me. Yeah. I, I was so naive. Like
Yeah. You still are.
it, I still am
I know.
very much so. But I'm so trusting.
I know
And
you coming a mile
so,
away, dude.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he basically he looks at me and then he looks at my dad who's also there because he kind of has like this group of people who's also kind of supporting him
Yeah.
in prayer or whatever.
Okay.
He's like, so God spoke to me, but I think we should go in private with your dad because I don't want to embarrass you in front of everyone. He's like,
Okay.
okay. And so basically he says, well, you know, when we get over there, he's like, I saw you and you were in a child's onesie. You know, the zip up onesies that little kids wear to bed and they got the feet. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I believe God is telling you that, you know, it's time to grow up. And you just need to unzip the onesie and step into your manhood.
What did you say? You were like, thank you, may I have another? Like,
I was like,
okay.
Okay.
God,
You know,
God sent you an image of me in a onesie?
but that's what the prophecies are like. You know,
Oh,
it can
wow.
be that wacky.
Symbolic, like, yeah.
Again, it's, you know, it's like a psychic,
Mystical.
you know,
Yeah.
they can just
There's
make
some
shit up.
totally. They can just be like,
and because you're buying into
you
it,
want to
you
believe.
do somehow relate it to your life and
Totally.
why it applies, and
Totally.
you know. But this wasn't the only time he would speak to me like that, you
Yeah.
know. So it's like he always thought of me as
As a
like
child.
this dumb kid who just needs to grow up.
Yeah.
And I think it had a lot to do with the fact that I just wouldn't. There's a lot I wouldn't. A lot I wouldn't buy into, or
Yeah.
because I think it has mostly to do with me just being kind of oblivious,
Yeah.
like not realizing that's what he wanted of me.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.